So Anita, you are the one primarily responsible, from what I understand, to create and the content for the winning way. How did you go about doing it? I mean, he's got the stories, but somebody needs to take it out of his head. And was there a discipline you formed? Would you chat with him every evening and say, so what happened today? How did you do this? How did you collect the stories? How did you create the content?
No, he looks at the sport end and I look at the corporate end.
Sure.
And I keep my eyes and ears open for what's happening in the corporate world. And so obviously my early experience in account planning helped me. We did so many new business pitches and stuff like that. You remember? So
I do.
So all that, you follow so many sectors and things like that. And in the last few years, I've actually started India's first learning library for managers. It's called Biz Pundits. And so I speak to a lot of industry leaders. And so I come to know, I keep track of current issues in corporate life.
Sure.
So we keep building. So we actually started off as a 20-minute presentation in 2001. And now we do workshops even up to a day. So that's how, we keep talking about it. There's no escape at home. Everybody's talking about sport.
Yes.
Our boys are also some way related in sport.
Yes.
Related to sport. So we discuss it all the time, and then we kind of see what is the fit. We never stretch so much that, if there's no parallel, then we kind of talk about it. But there are many parallels. Sure. And as we move around and we take the winning way to so many companies and learn more and more, we kind of, content gets created in a way.
Well, the sport is different from, say, cinema. Cinema is scripted.
Yes.
There's glorious climax where the hero does something dramatic. The hero does something dramatic because the scriptwriter has written that in the script the hero will do something dramatic.
Yes.
If he doesn't, they'll keep shooting till he does.
Yep.
Whereas in sport, it is all very real. So what you learn from watching sport is no different from what you learn when you're making cement, or you're building a huge project, or you're making chocolates. Because even that is real. Everything in sport is real. And so we say that cinema is an escape from reality, whereas sport is an escape into reality. You escape from what you're doing, but you're escaping into a real world. If someone misses, today there was the Caribbean Premier League final.
Yes.
22 to get of 2 overs, a bowler concedes 22. That's real. You cannot say वो क्या है वो थोड़ा reshoot करते हैं. 22 के बदले ना 8 दे देते हैं. You can't do that. Because it is real. So what you have learned from a bowler's last over failure is absolutely real. What we learned, our failures are real, aren't they, in life? All of us have failed in life. All our failures are real. We can't run away from them. So sport is a wonderful illustration of what happens in life because sport is real.
Yeah.
And sport is dramatic. But sometimes you only see the dramatic bits. You don't see what goes into the making of the dramatic bit. That's what some of us talk about. That's what we talk about. But sport is real, and that is the greatest thing about sport.
It's great.
If you miss a penalty in a World Cup final, it's happened before, right? People have missed penalties in a World Cup final. People have missed penalties in a cup final. And they've got to live with it for the next 10 years. But you've got to live with that and come back. So that is why we talk about sport. Sport is one of the few positive forces left in our lives, right, in the world. So, yeah.